Hey guys, it's your boy Caven Ep.2 here. We are back with another cooking video, cooking with Caven. Today we are going to be cooking pork chops, grilled pork chops with some potatoes. I'm going to be grilling it on a George Foreman and making the potatoes homemade. And here are some of the seasonings that I will be using. Also guys, before I start cooking and seasoning and all that stuff, if you want to link me some more foods in the comments below, you can. I honestly didn't look at the comments. I looked in the comments, I saw some, but I didn't really have any of the stuff, and that was a while ago, so I don't know if you guys still want me to cook that, but leave them down in the comments and I will read them, and hopefully the next one will be something that you chose and you will be in the video. Well, your comment will be in the video. So yeah, let's get to seasoning. Alright guys, first off we're going to start off with some crushed red peppers. Beautiful flavor. Good way to start getting into hot stuff if you just sprinkle this on some of your food before you cook it. Amazing flavor. Next we're going to get into the adobo. This just really brings out the meat flavor. Like, I know it's a seasoning, but it brings out the meat flavor, if you get what I mean. Next is the garlic powder. I started liking garlic after the first video because it just brings out a savory flavor. Next we're going to be using black pepper. I really highly recommend it for people who are trying to get into spice. Just a little bit spicy. I love it. I put it on everything, even eggs in the morning. Next is some salt. I only put some salt on there just to make it a little bit more savory, because the red pepper, the red cherry whatever flakes, they're really sweet, and I wanted to balance it out, so I tried as hard as I can. This really worked, and it just tasted awesome. Next is some hot sauce, Crasdale. Not really name brand, just wanted to put some hot sauce on there because I like my food hot. Just put a couple dashes so I can pat down the seasoning. If you guys do this, I swear all your seasoning is going to be packed down. It's going to taste amazing. Next we're going to be doing some soul seasoning. I believe this is the seasoning that brings everything together. I put this in because the next seasoning that I put on is kind of the strongest, and I want that kind of to rub off while it's cooking, you know, so it gets in the juices more than it gets on the meat. The strongest seasoning, last but not least, Sazon. It really is strong. A lot of people don't like it. I only put it on my food because I wanted to get into that juice so I can have something that, you know, bites back a little. I only put a couple dashes on it because it is strong. If you put too much, you will only be tasting it, so I just wanted to taste some of the other stuff that I put on there, so I'll only put a little bit of dashes on there. And you're gonna flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now that we're done seasoning, we're going to be getting into doing the mashed potatoes. That's probably the easiest thing, but I'm going to be moving the pork chops to a plate, let them rest for about 5 minutes before we put them on the grill, and also let the grill get a little bit more hot, because it's electric, so it has to warm up. But yeah, so I'm going to be moving those to that and getting ready to do the potato. Okay, what you're going to start off doing is just cutting them in halves and then making your way to cutting them in quarters. You can cut them as small as you want. I'm only cutting them in quarters because I am then going to put them into a push cutter that dices them, and when you dice them, it cuts the boiling time in half and makes it easier for you to be able to get quicker to mashing your potatoes, and it's just way faster, and I love doing it this way because it really takes a lot of time and lets you get right to your food. Now that you're done dicing them, you can see that all of my potatoes are beautifully diced. After that, I'm just going to dump them into the pot and get them ready to put onto the stove. Now that the potatoes are all cut up and nicely and diced, all that stuff, you're gonna want to put about 2 cups. I have it on 2 cups of water inside and let that boil until they get medium soft. Alright guys, now what you're going to do is put your meat on the grill as I'm about to do, and I'm going to let you guys hear what it sounds like. It sounds absolutely beautiful, and I really want you guys to hear it. Alright guys, as you can see the smoke, we are finally done. A little bit of drip drip. We're done with the pork chops. I'm gonna cut to making the mashed potatoes. When they are done, because they take a little while, because mashed potatoes are pretty thick. So those are them. These are the pork chops. They're a little burnt because I did hit a little bit too hard with the fire, but they're perfectly fine. They're done, nice and firm. I'm going to turn this off and I'll show you guys me making the mashed potatoes. Okay, first you're going to just take the potatoes out and strain them. Once you're done with that, you're going to put them back into the pot and get ready for mashing. Now when you're mashing, you want to make sure that all the shape is out of the potatoes. Make sure there's nothing left but just a pile of potatoes. Once you're done mashing the potatoes, you get your seasonings. I put garlic powder just to get a little bit of garlic in there. Some milk to keep it nice and creamy and saucy because I don't like my mashed potatoes dry. Then I put some salt in here just to take away the bitterness and add to the garlic. Last but not least, you put some black pepper in there for a little bit of spice, and everybody loves black pepper on their mashed potatoes. And after it's all done, you want to get your spoon and mix it all together, make the flavors come together. And as you see what I'm doing, I'm trying to get my potatoes out of my mixer just so I can add onto the potatoes to add a neutral brown, so it won't be too much seasoning to potato. And that's basically it with the potatoes and the meat. And now we're gonna get to me testing everything out and trying it for the first time. Alright guys, after a long days of work, we finally get to eat what we made. Pork chops and mashed potatoes. I am actually starving. I cannot wait to eat this. Let's give it a try. I'm going to try the mashed potatoes first. See how that came out. A little bit too much garlic, but otherwise, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Let's try the pork chop. It did get a little bit cold over me getting everything together, but you can see that it's fully cooked through. I don't like mine's like medium rare. I don't even know how you cook a pork chop medium rare. Let's see how it came out. I know I did season it heavily because that's how I just eat my food. Well, how I cook, I guess. You know, I'm black. It looks really dry. That has a lot of juice in it. Wow, that's actually amazing. I didn't have it any better. Yeah, guys, that's the video. Everything is absolutely amazing. Props to me and my parents for teaching me how to cook or just watching them cook. You know, but yeah. So thank you guys for watching. If you want more cooking with Chef Caven, comment down below what you want me to cook. Leave a like and subscribe to your boy. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.